Welcome parents to the 2016-2017 school year. My name is Mr. Renault or Coach Renault, depending on which parent is listening to my screencast. I will be coaching tennis this year for middle school and also teaching Algebra 1 and geometry. I wanted to bring your attention to a few things. 10 minutes on the parent orientation night is just not enough for me. So I like to give everybody a little pregame ahead of time, and that way you've got some knowledge coming into the meeting. What I've directed you to first here is the Bixby Public Schools website, our amazing website that was created by my amazing wife, Amy Renault, who is our webmaster. And also, she has created the Bixby Public Schools app, which is available for Apple and or for Mac and for Android. So you can go to your app store and search Bixby Public Schools, and that app is available to you. And so you can have it directly on your phone at any given day. We're going to search through real quick, and we're going to go to the Bixby Middle School. And at this point, there's all kinds of information about the middle school. You can use your own time, so I can speed through this a little bit. Some really important things. The school day schedule is here under parents, and obviously the PowerSchool parent portal. For those of you who are checking grades online, I would encourage everybody to check your student's grade at least once a week, and maybe more. I know some of you are checking it daily, um, and you are absolutely more than welcome to do that. So up here for staff sites and directory, we're going to go down to the math department and then pull up David Renault. So a little bit about me. This is my family, my wife, Amy, my oldest daughter, Kirsten, and our son-in-law, Austin. And this is Caitlin, Kimberlyn, and Cameron. And all of my kiddos have been through Bixby Public Schools, and 3 of them are currently still in Bixby Public Schools. Caitlin is a senior in high school, Kimberlyn is a 3rd grader at Central, and Cameron is a 2nd grader at Central Elementary. And so back to my classroom expectations, I will be using the flipped classroom method. I have been using this for over 4 years, and I found it to be very effective in math. What the students will do is they will watch an instructional video as homework, usually around 10 minutes long, and then the next day when we come to class, then we will work on the homework problems, or as we call them now, the classwork problems. And so they could typically get 45 to 50 minutes of time to work on those particular problems. And that can save a whole lot of time from having to do that work at home. I understand that sometimes there are things that are going on at night, and it's very, very difficult to get so much work done. So I want to get it done mostly in class if possible. It's not a guarantee that a student might not come home with work, but for the most part, they should be completing a lot of their work in class. So if we look at the next one down, we're going to take a look at some of the algebra lesson plans. Geometry will look the same. It'll just say geometry on it. But if you click here, it's going to open up a Google document. And this is a live document that I update every week. And so this will have everything that we've done for specific dates. Now, if you notice to the top, it says August 15th to the 19th. It's going to pull up the very first one that I had. So down in the bottom left-hand corner, where I'm putting my cursor here, we're going to click on August 29th. That's this week. You'll notice that it has all of the events or all of the things that we're doing that week. We do have a Chapter 12 test this week and no school on Friday. So it looks a little thin, but it's just the way the schedule worked out. You'll notice right here, right here are the screencast lists. So if we were to have a screencast this week, it would be listed down here in this row. But at this time we do not. You'll notice the date is the 29th through the 2nd. And this OAS, this is Oklahoma Academic Standards, and it's D1.1 is what we're covering in Algebra 1 right now. So we're going to go back from that. And then the next thing is going to be screencasts. Now, right here, I will have a link to my YouTube channel, but right now I want to pull up my YouTube channel just to show you. And so my YouTube channel is just my name, David Renaud. You will notice there's some other crazily painted face guy here, and then another guy down here. This is me right here. I have almost 200 videos, and so you click on me, and you'll notice I have 654 subscribers. I use my YouTube channel to tutor kids all across the nation and across the world. I've got students coming to me from different countries asking questions on certain videos. So the easiest way that you're going to find a video is to go into the playlist section, and you will see all of the chapters broken down. Now you'll see that these are chapter 10. It's going to go from most recent. So these are the ones that were clicked on most recently by my students from last year. So let's go ahead, and since I use lesson plans for algebra, let's use geometry screencasts. And right now geometry is in chapter 1. So I'm going to find geometry chapter 1. Where are you? Geometry chapter 1. Okay, so Geometry Chapter 1 playlist, I would pull this up. And I'm going to go ahead and pause that video. Over here you will find all of the videos for the entire chapter, starting Geometry 1.1, going all the way up to the Geometry Chapter 1 review. Not all of them will have a chapter review, but most of them will. We'll also work on reviews in class. So if I were to pull up 1.1, Points, Lines, and Planes, you'll see it's about 10 minutes and 48 seconds long. What I would want the students to do is to watch that, take notes over it in their screencast notebook, and whatever I put on the board, I would like them to put in their notebook. That way they've got all the information coming in the next day. And then we discuss it for about the first 5 minutes, and then I send them off to the races, and so they can take care of take care of anything that they need to do. All right. So that should take care of screencasts. Again, it would be the same for algebra. They would just go from, instead of looking at the geometry playlist, we would look at the algebra playlist. Okay, if I do a single video, then I will put it in, or it will show up in the video list, and all of the information that I've done throughout the years, including pre-algebra, is also in the single video list. So please feel free to look around there if you would like. That should pretty much cover anything that the major items that I wanted to cover before meeting with you on Thursday. I hope I do get to meet you on Thursday night. I would ask you two things, just so I can verify that you have watched. If you have an opportunity, we are doing a more proactive intruder on campus drill now, and my focus is going to be putting an item in a kid's hand where if somebody were to come through our door, they would have something that they could combat them with. And so we're looking at statistics showing that if we can distract somebody, that would be a good idea. So I'm telling my kids that we're going to put cans of vegetables in their hand. So if you've got an extra can of vegetables that you wouldn't mind, I need about 35 total. So just bring one, because I will have other families that will bring them. That way when we do our intruder on campus drill, we put something in their hand, and if something, God forbid, were ever to happen, that at least we could be on attack mode. And so I really would appreciate that. Also, just to let me know that you've watched the video, I would really like you to compliment my hair when you walk in the door. I mean, I've got some pretty amazing locks, as you can see in my picture, so that would be a great way of telling Mr. Renaud that you took a minute to watch that video. So I appreciate you. Your kids are awesome. I look forward to a great 2016, 2017, and I am ready to achieve mathematical greatness as I push my mathletes farther and farther into the year in algebra and geometry. So if you have any questions, please contact me at drenaud@bixbyps.org, and I hope to see you Thursday evening.